Hello there internet and welcome to another video. Today we are playing Bioshock Infinite. What an amazing game. I will tell you now, this game is amazing. If you remember the original Bioshock, or Bioshocks should I say, you will know that they are dark, they are dreary, they are wet, and they make you feel wet and cold. This game makes you feel warm, bright, fuzzy, and is just downright amazing. It's different, it's unique, and it's got that edge to it that I like. The game just has so much potential to evolve with DLCs and just the way it has grown from the original, and how much the graphics have sharpened and have like a nicer pastel-y colour to them. I really enjoy. I do miss being a big daddy. That's a very odd thing at the moment, but I don't know. I've played, so I'm not sure. When I seen the original trailer for the game, we seen the Big Daddy, so I don't know. Hopefully I haven't spoiled anything, because I don't know myself. I've not gotten that far. So let's get into it. I will warn you now that there may be some spoilers into it. Because I've played 3 hours of this recording that I'm doing now. I played 3 hours, but I've played a total of 6, I believe, 5.5, 6 hours. So there may be some spoilers, so I do apologize now. I will try and attempt to be fair and not spoil it for people. Okay, so let's start. As soon as I started the game now, and I'm in water, I thought, wow, it's going to be the same type of start, and I thought this is odd, but it's a bit of a twist that I really like. I apologize again for the tiny little bit of graphics lag there. I had 2 streams going at the same time and I just didn't realize. He's also of the 7th Cavalry Wounded Knee Division. Skyrim reference. It's starting to get a bit old now. So we're going after a girl. We have no idea any information on her, and we have just literally able to guess. As you would agree, you would just be guessing. So here we are, we've arrived. That's so lovely. See how eerie, dreary, dark it is, and it's this is how the original Bioshocks, to me, felt. Was wet, but this one, at this point, I was a bit confused. So I still got really confused. I was wandering around, having a look at what there was. I was really confused. They bugger off, the people that I have no idea where we are. So I'm just getting my feet to the controls, as I do. So I have a little explore, but I'm glad I did, because there's Silver Eagle around the corner, which took me a minute to actually realize what it was. I thought it was bullets or something, Silver Eagle bullets. I was a little unsure and like freaked out. So off we go. So again, I thought we were in the sky, and then I come up here into what I thought would be the entrance, and I was like, oh great, another story. Where are we going? Let's see. I figured out to run, and I'm quite glad. There we go, searching the barrel. I love the barrel. See, I've done these search-ins, whatever you want to call them, and I've managed to get a bit. So dear, I thought it said dear Wit, DeWitt, bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. This is your last chance. So we now know main character is called Booker DeWitt. Lovely name. It's quite an interesting name. Sounds American. So wash away your sins. This guy does not like the look of this. I like it already that we get to see him. So it's quite early in the game we get to see what we're looking at and who it is. Yeah, it's a really good idea. So I have a little bit of an explore. From Sodom shall I lead thee. So I'm not a religious person. So as soon as I read that, I thought, oh great. It was a bit of a scary thing, because I didn't like the idea of playing a game that has religion into it, but it's quite an interesting way they've done it. So I come upstairs and I'm nosing at things. I thought those were glowing, but it's the storm outside. So I get to use the telephone, but it doesn't actually do anything, which is very, very weird. So it's an old map there, so we can kind of put into perspective a pattern. So that's quite good. We can see the pattern, we can see ideas, and you get a bit of a story. Some story ideas. They've got a lovely soundtrack that they used to have. So there's always the radios, and there's always this older feel to the game. And I get to run the sink, which got me hot water. As you can see, the steam, hot water. There's been a bit of a kerfuffle, as you can see. Oh, I get to search a cabinet. So you can see the kerfuffle, and I just nose to see if I can pick up anything else. And like, I can get wheat, and I can pick up coffee for salt. I noticed that it said salt, but I was a bit confused. What is salt? So at this point, you're still picking things together. And here we have Mr. Beaten Up. So somebody's left their coins. It must be fresh. Cigarette's still smouldering away. So I'm having a nose. Look out the window, cracked window. I like these things. I like to look at the details that the game put in. So little things like that always intrigue me. If like the creators put in a tiny little thing, I think, wow, it's brilliant that just these little trickles of things. Like there now, you can see the rain running down the window from another window. There you can see the rain trickling down it. Well, nobody would think of that. Nobody would just think, right, I'm going to put this into my game. Most people won't think about the tiniest things. I seen there was a thing to use bells, but I thought, well, I'll run around and see if there's anything great. So there's more silver ego. So I've got $18. Well, 18 silver ego. Ego. That's 18 silver ego. So I pull out the card out of my pocket, and I miss. I ended up bringing the key one twice, and I realized I messed up there, so I had to start again. I noticed the lights power up, so I thought, weird. Oh my god, I've aggravated the devil. I've aggravated God. He's angry. Oh my god, he's angry. He's not impressed with me. I love the colour. It's just eerie, dreary, and colourful. And it has a lovely just glow to it, which I liked. I don't know, I like the glow. I'm panicking, and as you can tell, it's a call to something. So it's calling out. So you can hear bells. I was panicking, and things started to change, which is really cool. Now it's the old style dentist chair, dentist leather chair. It's a fancy chair, as it was described. So I was just nosing around my chair. You can tell it's leather. Looks good. Oh no! Oh. That scared me a little. That worried me. So I'm getting locked in. And then they burn away my gun, which is kind of a cool thing. Let me just open my beverage. Just got to open a new beverage. Lovely. So we're at 5,000. 10. 15,000 feet. And wow. I was amazed. I'll let you take in the beautiful views. I was speechless when I originally did this, so it was a little bit of a shock to me. I didn't want to spoil it, but it doesn't seem to. When you play it yourself and you are going into it blind and you don't have to talk about it and all that, it's just amazing, and it has a different feel to it. Now as I'm descending down here and all these words are being shown to me and it's talking about a New Eden, you're starting to get a sense of the game, a sense of the feel and exactly what is going on and what it might entail further on. So at this point you're going to be wanting to ask yourself questions, and you're going to be wanting to know answers. And the prophet shall lead us. Prophet led the people to a New Eden, so you can tell it's religious because it's got the lovely stained glass window with the really well done light into it. So we get a bit of freedom here. Just to say, I've cut out all the pauses and I've cut out all the points where I make a mistake. So there was a cut there. No one noticed it. But I had to cut this out because it added up to about another 5 to 6 minutes of just me fiddling with settings. I didn't think people wanted to see that. So out we are now. So it's giving me current objectives to press up, which I like. I didn't even notice the arrow until like 5 minutes later. So I'm just nosing around, having a look at the surroundings because I like to. And I realise now, when you watch these things back, I missed some gold. Well, silver ego. I can't say eagle. Silver eagle. So I missed some silver. It could have helped. Maybe it's been a lot of money there. So it was a red and blue. Red and blue. Red versus blue. No pun intended. So I decided to go into the red room. Well, it looks red, so I called it red. So I thought I'd have a nose around, and then there's something here. So gifts. So it's empty. It's a shame, but there's still some money, so I was quite happy. So having a nose around. I find somebody I'm actually quite scared. So we're as close to heaven as we will see to Judgment Day. So we're floating, but we've worked that out. So it's a confession. So as you can tell, it's got a religious feel to it at this point. So I was really confused. I always look out for the shiny things. You never know. So I thought I'll nose the other side in case there is anything. So candles. Now, this here is the same as they were in the old game. Having the, I can't think, what were they called in the old one? Voice boxes, or like, what were they called? Audio logs. That was audio logs in the old one. So it had audio logs. So we've got the same thing again in this one, audio logs, which I think it's quite a good idea. I like audio logs. They allow you to like follow the story. So it's like having an interactive movie with these audio logs. So I do enjoy that, and it just gives more clues and more pieces together about the characters and the story. So look how neatly designed that guy is. So down the stairs we go, descend into the darkness. Look at the water running away. Look at it. It's just, you can see how the light just echoes with dust, and that is a beautiful image. It's bright. It's got multiple colours, and it's just well designed and well done. So I wanted to try and jump over, but it didn't work. There's candles floating. Look! I turned out a candle. That's cool. Being able to knock out candles in a game with water is brilliant. I think it's a brilliant idea, and it's brilliantly well done. It's real. It shows it. I try and avoid that one for some odd reason. And then it's like, it falls in. So we've got what I would class as somebody holy, because they're talking and they're giving you the speech of the day. Just there. So I didn't know whether I should just run up or I should hide away, and they're gonna get angry and they're gonna fight me. I was unsure of everything at this point. So he's going on and on about the backstory, and I've been told by a few people, if you rush and get here and listen to the story, it's very interesting because you know all the info that you want. There you go. Find a way into the city. It's the helpful little hints, and they will actually show you lines from whatever direction you're pointing. So instead of just being a line that's normally there in the same place and you've got to look for it, it's there to help you, to point you in the right direction. And I think it's a really good idea, because a lot of the time people get confused and lost in the game, and there's times where I needed to know, do I go left, do I go right, type of thing. So it's quite useful. So we've got to get baptized, and you've got to be cleansed. So I will be baptized, as the gentleman says. So I'm struggling. I'm not clean, so does that mean I'm evil or I am dirty? Now, there's a knocking. What's that knocking sound?
Who's there? Who's there? What do you want? We had a deal to work. Open this door right now. I told you. I'm not gonna do it. Go away.
So that there links to the 7th Division. As you can see, the army bit. You can work out now from here he's been gambling. As you can see, the races, race form, got a gun, a bed, there's lots of beer, it's very little items, and somebody wants to speak to him. You can't sit at the windows. You can got cards on the floor. It's the room is very empty, dark and dreary, which I didn't like. Book of DeWitt. And this is what I would describe as death from above. An airship. So that's a flashback, as you can tell. And we're here in sunny whatever you want to call it. Eden. So we're out in the water. So there's 3 statues. So we've got Father Franklin, Father Washington, and Father Jefferson. So the founding fathers of the US, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm British. I haven't got much of a clue. So they're all talking now about the founding fathers and what they were given and what they've done to help. So they were talking about giving a scroll, being given a key, and that. So it's talking about like founding Eden and bringing Eden. I seen a dragonfly and a hummingbird, sorry, and I could push it, and I think that is really cool. Just having like some little birdie creatures like that. So they keep going on about the sword, the scroll, and the key. So it's a big one. So you can eat bananas for health. So I like this. Health bar has been lowered from. Oh, excuse me. I warn you now, these energy drinks make me burpy. So in we go, and wow, we're in a floating city. Just so people know, this is set before Bioshock 1 and 2. So this is set in 1912. Let me just confirm that by grabbing the case. Oh no. I dropped the case.
I know, Mr. Rossignol. I've never had any taste.
1912.
Mr. Rossignol, you are
So there we are. 1912, and the other ones are set in 1960, if I'm correct.
Good to see you.
So it's got the, excuse me,
Perfect day for the celebration.
it's got the, I can't think what you would describe it. It's got a nice polish to it. Everything is bright, shiny, and is just got this glitzy shine to it. So I wanted paper. All of Colombia gather. So I've worked out we're in Colombia. So we're in Colombia. I just stole somebody's wallet. That's dangerous to me. So it's got the 1912 look, in my opinion. I don't know if that's the right word, but it has a American feel to it because they talk American. But being set in America, it's gonna be. It's got the type of sounds that make it like that, and it's got this. Somebody shining their shoes. I think it's brilliant. With a very oversized brush. The brush is bigger than his hand, 3 times as big. What a cool brush. I wanted my shoes. I think they should allow me to have my shoes polished. So, I don't know what's around. So, it's the type of clothes. That's what I was trying to say. You have the type of clothes, you have the flag, and you have all these things that I like. Just little bits. And you can tell it's a nice place. For the fact that that safe was open. That cash register was open. They're chatting about things, just sat there. And neither of one are having a moan. It's an Eden of joy. And this is an interesting. It's called a kinetoscope. So they are, how films are made, as most people will know, they're on 24 frames a second, are printed, and then are filmed onto a little film reel, and it's played. So those things used to have the reels put into them, and you wound the handle on the outside. Ting 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 ting. Next one, next one. Ow! And if you jump off, you respawn there. I wanted to do it in case I got an achievement, but I realised my notifications were off, so I could have got an achievement for it. I don't know. I should check that up. That's something I really should do. So I was just saying, the kinetoscope are like the old-fashioned films, really. So they're the machine, and there's an achievement to find all of them. Now, I don't know where all of them are. I don't know whether they're going to be easy to spot, they're just going to be there, or whether I'm going to have to find them. So I want to try and do the achievement. I'd like to complete a game 100%. Most of my games don't never get 100% completed, as I make them for fun, and then once I've played them and I've played through it twice, done a video, done a bit of recording, talked about it, I can't talk about it much more than after talking about it for an hour, half an hour and such. So it does get quite difficult to talk about videos more often, and to talk about the video for 3 times and find more and do more playthroughs. So that's why a lot of my games never get completed. Most of the people here are just kind of inanimate, but they are real people that are there. So he's a fruit seller. I thought he wasn't real, but he is. He's a real person, but a fake horse. So this here is the parade. So we got a good parade going. So it's talking about the Prophet Comstock. He led his people from bad. Look at that ass. That was weird of me. Look at it. It's well designed. Well designed. So a miracle child is born, and then we go. Oh, most of the police officers look the same, but it gives you a sense of how clean and crisp the game is. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave part 1 here, and I'm going to leave you with the fact that you can see that it's crisp, it's clear, and it's quite shiny. We're in Colombia, so we're in the sky, we're in Colombia. Oh, before I go, I'm going to tell you now, fruit is flat. Yes, fruit is flat. That's something that disappointed me, but I can understand that fruit is like going to be a flat image with some curvature on it, just to trick you, because it's really difficult probably to render carrots, spuds and all that, and black peppers and bell peppers and onions. It's going to be difficult, but they're all flat with very little texture to them. As you can see, they're flat. In my original recording for this, when I was trying to do it live, I had a big rant at flat fruit. I can't eat flat fruit type of rant, but I don't need to now. You are on your honor. Put money in basket. So I take money from basket. I don't put money in basket. So yes, I'm gonna leave the game here. I'm gonna try and continue on and sound so, yeah, gameplay, fun, good gameplay. No, I'm gonna try and actually have some flow when I do the second part of this. Just to leave you with a couple of things. It's wonderful. If you've not picked the game up, I would highly recommend picking the game up. It's quite cheap. It's slightly cheaper in some places in the UK. Tesco's, for example. Name one big company, Tesco's. I know a lot of people playing Gears of War Judgement because that game is as good as this one as well. But I like Bioshock over the Gears of War series a little bit. Not much, a little bit more. So I bought this one instead, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I am going to have fun playing it. I thank you very much for watching this episode. And I'm going to leave you with a boy sitting on... Nope, what am I going to leave you with? I'm going to leave you with a flower bouquet woman. Yep, I'm going to pause it and leave it there. I thank you very much for watching, and have a good rest of your day. I hope you join me for part 2.